Right now, inside your blood, there is a poison. Not from something you ate today, not from pollution you walked through this morning. This poison was put there by a single man in 1921, and he did it on purpose. His name was Thomas Migley Jr., and he is, statistically, the most destructive individual in the history of Earth. Not a dictator, not a warlord, a chemist, a cheerful, ambitious American chemist who just wanted to solve a problem. And the solution he found changed the world in the worst possible way. Let me tell you the story. It starts with a knock, a horrible, engine-destroying knock. In the early 1900s, car engines were getting more powerful, but they kept destroying themselves from the inside. A phenomenon called engine knock, uncontrolled combustion, was cracking pistons, ruining engines, and blocking the entire automobile revolution. The car companies were desperate, and Thomas Migley was hungry for glory. He worked for General Motors, and in 1921, after years of testing, he found something that worked. Something that stopped the knock almost completely. He called it tetraethyl lead, the metal that the Roman Empire used in their pipes, the metal that doctors had known was toxic since the 1800s, lead, and Migley knew it was dangerous. His own lab notebooks show he was aware, but he buried the concern and kept going, because it worked, and because General Motors stood to make an absolute fortune. So they put lead in gasoline. Leaded gasoline went on sale in 1923. Within a year, workers at the production plant were going insane, literally, hallucinating, convulsing. 5 workers died. The press called the factory the House of Butterflies, because the workers kept screaming about insects that weren't there. Migley himself got lead poisoning. He had to take a leave of absence. And when he came back, he held a press conference. He poured leaded gasoline over his hands. He inhaled the fumes for 60 seconds. He said, and I am not making this up, quote, "I can do this every day without any problem whatsoever." He was lying. But the show worked. The government backed down, and leaded gasoline spread across the entire planet. For 50 years, every car, every truck, every bus, every plane with a piston engine burned lead into the atmosphere, into the soil, into your food, into you. Here is the number that will make you feel it in your chest. Blood lead levels in humans today are still 45 to 100 times higher than they were before leaded gasoline. 45 to 100 times. That is not a trace. That is a flood. And lead does not leave your body easily. It lodges in your bones. It replaces calcium. It stays there for decades. And what does it do in your body? It attacks your brain. Specifically, the prefrontal cortex, the part that controls impulse, decision-making, and empathy. Studies now show that the leaded gasoline era is directly linked to a massive spike in violent crime rates across every country that used it, followed by an equally massive drop in crime 20 years after it was banned. 20 years. Because that is how long it took for the generation raised without lead to grow up. Think about that. A single chemical decision made by one man in 1921 may have reshaped the violence, the politics, and the brain chemistry of an entire century of human civilization. Leaded gasoline was finally banned in the US in 1996. The last country on Earth phased it out in 2021, 100 years after Migley first poured it into a test tube. And the lead that already entered the soil, the ocean, and your ancestors' bones, it's still here. It is in you right now. But here is the part of this story that nobody ever tells. Thomas Migley didn't stop there. He went on to invent something else, something that punched a hole in the sky itself. That story is even worse.